Hi, I'm Anna Tallarico with Married to Growth. I get a lot of questions about selling SaaS to the enterprise, what it takes, what to expect, how to do it. And so I thought I would answer a couple of questions about enterprise customers and what they want from a SaaS. So let's jump right in. First, what does enterprise even mean? There's no right or wrong definition. I personally view enterprise sales by the characteristic of who you're selling to rather than by contract value or org size. If you have a complex sale that includes multiple stakeholders, a committee, and/or a procurement process, that is an enterprise sale to me, whether it takes 60 days or 365 days, whether the average contract value is $36,000 or $360,000. Enterprise selling means more than one decision maker, longer sales cycles, and more requirements to win the deal. Selling to larger companies requires fortitude and resources. There are higher expectations, more requirements, and longer sales cycles. As wonderful as selling into the enterprise is, it can pull you in lots of different directions with requests and requirements. You can often be faced with a choice between veering off your product development roadmap to drop everything in support of an enterprise customer's demands or losing their account. So here's a short list of what you will need at a minimum to satisfy your enterprise prospects and customers. 1. GDPR compliance is at the top of the list right now, and if you don't have it, your product is likely not going to even be considered. There could be other compliance requirements as well, such as HIPAA or PCI, depending on the industry. Number 2, meeting very rigorous security requirements. Every large organization has their own requirements, so you can and should standardize with a set of security features, but there's always going to be an odd one-off requirement or a hoop to jump through. Number 3, off-the-shelf and custom integrations. Enterprise customers tend to have a lot of software and they need it all to work together. They will want to know that you have standard integrations with their tech stack, and they may also need custom integrations or at least an API option. They expect you to have experts to work with on the integrations with them, and they're not going to likely self-navigate through that, so expect to provide a lot of support in that regard. 4, reliable uptime, disaster recovery, and business continuity. Enterprise customers will want to know that you have a reliable uptime track record and the systems in place for disaster recovery and business continuity. Number 5, documented SLAs, service level agreements, usually with some sort of credits that are applied if you don't meet the SLA. What happens if you go down? How fast will you respond to an outage? How quickly will you be able to resolve it? Enterprise customers want these answers in writing and in their contracts. Number 6, possibly some account management that goes beyond the customer success sort of paradigm and reaches more into the realm of strategic account management. And finally, number 7, hopefully this goes without saying because it applies to all products really, but good usability so that the product can be easily adopted by a wide variety of roles and experience levels inside of the enterprise organization. And in a similar vein, they're going to want great support options and training too. And those are the main things I've seen as sort of must-haves when selling to the enterprise. Enterprise customers have bigger expectations than SMB. You can resent that or you can embrace it. If you resent it, you're not going to be selling to the enterprise for long. Because the enterprise puts considerable work into selecting their vendors, the retention on this cohort can be pretty strong, and that's one of the reasons I think selling and supporting the enterprise customer is worth the extra effort. So that's it for now. I hope this was helpful. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you will join me over on the Married to Growth blog if you aren't already there now.